Hi, today's recipe is gonna be milk bread. Soft, sweet, pillowy, beautiful milk bread. Check this out. Let's try to break one of these bad boys. Look at that. Look at that. Man, it's good. Perfect. Stay tuned for the recipe. Okay, so let's get started. Over here I have a cup and 3/4 of warm milk. Just warm it up in a microwave, make sure it's not too hot. And to this, we're gonna add 3 teaspoons of yeast. This is the kind of yeast that needs to be activated. Just dump it in there. And a tablespoon and a half of sugar, just regular granulated sugar. Just put it on top, spin it around a little bit. Make sure there are no big lumps in the yeast. And basically this is your first step. This recipe is going to make you 2 nice loaves of milk bread, nice and fluffy. And so that's basically it for now. Once it's mixed up nice and good, you don't have to really get all the lumps out, just most of them. Just leave it covered with a plastic sheet, and leave it at least 15 minutes for the yeast to activate. And we're gonna come back and finish it up. Alright, so in about 15 minutes, and as you can see, got nice and foamy, the yeast is active. So time for the next step. So in this bowl I have 4.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Dump it in all at once. And then I'm gonna put about 1.5 eggs. I got 2 eggs that I just whisked with a fork. I'm gonna put about 1.5 eggs, kind of eyeball it. And the other half of the egg I'm gonna use to make a nice little egg wash. So we got that. Over here I got some melted butter, 6 tablespoons of it. Make sure it's not, it's not really hot. Just get it melted. Or if you get it butter just at room temperature, leave it out, that will also work. So just dump it all in there. It's gonna make for some nice, rich, fluffy bread. And that's that. And over here I got 1/3 cup of sugar, extra sweetness. It's a nice sweet dough. Really, really good with sandwiches. Really good. And over here I got 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So put the salt last. That's gonna be the last thing you put. And that's it for the dough. So what we're gonna do, mix it up with a spoon. As you can see, you can do everything in one bowl. Obviously, don't use a bunch of little bowls, just grab them straight out of the box or bag or whatever the different things come in. So just mix it really well with a fork or a spoon or a spatula, whatever you got. And then I'm gonna go ahead and knead it. You don't have to knead it for too long, maybe a good 5 minutes after it comes together, and that should do it. It's a very soft dough. So we're gonna knead it for about 5 minutes, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so as you can see, it's a very sticky dough. If you wear gloves, if you do this by hand, if you wear gloves, it will make your life a lot easier. So just knead it till it gets together, comes together just like this. Flatten it out and put your plastic wrap back on it, and we're going to leave this for an hour and a half, and should rise probably right about triple inside. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I'll let this dough rest for about an hour, and as you can see, pretty much tripled in size. So have a little bit of flour or a lot of bit of flour handy. You get your flour bag, and what we're going to do, just tap your hand, squish this dough back down, get it ready to put in the pans to make two nice, super soft, super fluffy bread, milk breads. So, okay, just kind of flour your surface a little bit, just like this, and dump your dough in here. So, okay, we're gonna divide this into two pieces. So just kind of eyeball it. You can weigh it if you want, if you got a kitchen scale, but you don't have to. So put the other ball back in your bowl and make this into a log. Now this is about the only thing you gotta do to make sure it comes out nice and fluffy. Otherwise it still comes out, but it's not gonna be that soft. So what you do, the trick to it is you divide this into 4 equal pieces, as equal as you can get them, and then you gotta flour your work surface nice and good and just roll them. They're a little bit sticky, don't worry about it. Roll them into kind of a rectangle, kind of like so. And this rolling thing and then folding, make sure it's not too much flour, is gonna cause it to come out really, really soft. I'm not sure what it does. Probably some people with chemistry knowledge might figure it out, but anywho, you just do this a couple of times, roll it up like that, nice and good. And put it in your pan. It's gonna come together in the pan as it rises. So we're gonna get 4 of these per loaf. Okay, so that's that. So we got both of these done. As you can see, you're not going for perfection. You just have to, basically the rolling action does all them scientific-y things, and inside them will get really nice and soft, really nice and beautiful. So these pans, I just greased them with a little bit of butter, just a stick of butter, or just put some butter on your hands, grease it real good, flour it, that way it won't stick. And what you want to do is leave these for about half an hour to 45 minutes to rise, and then we're going to stick them in the oven. I'll show you what they look like before we put them in the oven, because I got to brush them with a little bit of egg wash. So I'll see you then. Alright, so it's been about 45 minutes. Man, look at these, look how nice they rose. Perfect. Smell really good. So this is that half of an egg that we saved earlier. Put a little bit of water, about a tablespoon of water in it, just not too much. And I'm gonna go ahead and brush these. Just a nice coat, not too heavy. And since these have so much milk in them, they have a tendency to burn in the oven if you bake them too hot. And they'll look like they're done, but they won't be done in the middle. So you gotta bake them at lower temperature. What I bake them at is 425, and they take usually about 35 minutes. All ovens are a little different. Leave it till you get a nice sort of brown, golden brown, but more towards a darker brown on them, and then just test them with either a toothpick or a barbecue skewer, and to make sure they're done. When you pull them out of the oven, leave them in the pan for a few minutes, and then gently tilt them out on a drying rack. and then don't mess with them. Leave them be till they're fully room temperature, or at least at least an hour. I would give them. They keep on cooking inside when you take them out. So I'll show you what they look like. Alright, so here's the result of our little endeavor here. Couple beautiful, plump, fluffy loaves. As you can see, they really grew in the oven. So they took about 30 minutes at 325. Don't bake them any hotter. And this is what they look like. Awesome with sandwiches. Really good with sandwiches. Really good with pretty much anything. They're sweet. Sweet and salty goes very good. So hope you guys like them. Hope you try them. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys again next week.